Let me introduce you to the Raspberry Pi. Did you know that the Raspberry Pi was created at Cambridge University in the UK and is growing in popularity? Get ready to learn something new. Remember to like the video and subscribe to get notified when new videos are ready for you guys. Let's talk about Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pis are not for eating, they are for making cool tech projects. The Raspberry name came from the era when computing businesses used to name their companies after fruits, such as Steve Jobs and the company called Apple. Not sure if you have heard of that one. If not, you may have been living under a rock in the last decade. Anyway, Raspberry Pis are tiny, super cheap computers. There are different versions of the Pi, but you are best getting a Pi that has all the ports, such as the Pi A up to Pi 4. Avoid getting the Pico for now so you can develop all the projects with us on the channel. Here you can see what the more advanced Pi boards will have included. I/O pins can be seen in the top left, which are designed to allow input and output for any add-on device, such as a sensor you want to connect to the board. Next, in the bottom left you can see the micro USB. That is just where you insert the power, and the micro USB need to be plugged into a socket, that is giving out power. In the bottom you have a HDMI port, which allows you to connect a cable that will be plugged into the back of a screen, monitor or TV, so you can see the graphical user interface for the Pi. Lastly, you have in the top right USB connection ports, which will allow you to connect a normal keyboard and mouse, so you can control the device with inputs. As you can see, it's just like a normal laptop or PC, as you have a screen, mouse, keyboard and some extra pins for your projects. Not too complicated. In terms of cost, the Pi cost around £35 for the computer, and then you will need to have all the cables and an SD card to set up, along with a keyboard and a mouse, but we will show you that in another video. For now, let's just get an overview of what you can do with the Pi. The Raspberry Pi can be adapted to many uses. We can make projects with sensors. For example, you can add motors, LED lights, switches, buttons, audio signals, and even communicate with the space station via a special connection. Also, you can create old-style arcade games and robots, if we give the Pi a way to move around and the right commands in the code. Talking of the code, we can use different programming languages, but we will look at Python as the main language here on the channel. The Raspberry Pi does not use Windows but has its own operating system known as Raspbian, and you have to upload that to your SD card and insert it into the Pi to make it function. You can use other operating systems, but Raspbian will do the job. So if you didn't know about Raspberry Pi before, now you know, and you're one step closer to being the technology whiz kid. Congrats! Post any comments or questions below, and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for projects coming in the next few weeks. Thanks guys!